right. Thanks for coming out, man.
Thank you for having me, Tommy. I'm happy to be here.
Yeah. How's life? What's going on in the life of Phil?
Life's good. Life's good. Currently, my job is running Bonton Glass here in Syracuse. We're a commercial glass and aluminum installer. We do things like storefronts.
Oh, you guys are aluminum too?
Yes.
Okay.
So we fabricate the frames for the glass and the aluminum, and then we go out on the sites, put the aluminum into the openings, and then we put the glass into the aluminum, seal it up, and we're on our way.
And then you guys, I can edit this out if I'm not allowed to say it, but you have a partnership with the aquarium, right?
Yes. We're working on that project. We were hired to do a lot of...
Is this top secret or like...
No. This can get out. Okay. But we're not doing most of the actual glass, or a lot of it's acrylic for the actual tanks. We had a few pieces for...
So what is it mostly for?
Most of what we're doing is on the outside of the building. So like windows going in.
Okay.
There's a lot of these parallelogram shaped punched openings that we fabricated the aluminum into the right angles, and once we have that, we order the glass to the correct size to go in.
Right.
And then we were doing all the doors for the entrances and exits, and then a few of the smaller type of glass for the exhibits. Like we're doing some of the otter exhibit.
Okay.
I'd say smaller, but the...
Did they tell you like everything they're gonna have, like animal wise, or is it just...
I mostly only know what
needed?
we've done the glass for.
So we got otters. What else?
Oh man, I don't even...
Penguins?
I don't know. I think the zoo has penguins, but...
Oh really?
I believe so, or at least they did when I was little. I haven't been in a while.
Because penguins like to swim in water.
Yeah,
okay.
And it's very similar. If I remember the penguin exhibit, there's a piece of glass and it was sort of water up to a certain point, so you could see the display and then the penguin swimming down below. So it's sort of similar to that. But that was our biggest... It was the biggest, heaviest piece of glass Bonton had ever installed.
How heavy are we talking?
It was 2,200 pounds.
Holy shit.
So
it's a lot of glass.
Yeah, and we learned a lot from it. We had to rent a piece of equipment that had suction cups, vacuum, and I went out with one of our guys who I wanted to run it because I wasn't gonna trust myself to do that.
That's got to be a whole different beast. Not only fabricating the glass, but the installment process.
It was tight, and that job site's so busy because everyone wants it done so fast, and just navigating even the piece of equipment into where it needed to go was a huge to-do.
Like how many people does it take to do something like that?
Oh man, so we worked with a rigging company called Trimble Services. They're out of Fulton.
Okay.
So it was sort of our best and brightest, and some of their guys got together and worked on it, and we wouldn't have been able to do it without them.
Nice.
And then one of our employees, I was very impressed by him. He took on the equipment. He owned it. He was the only one who was on the site who was trained on it.
Is he like a veteran employee?
No, he's a newer guy. Before we came in at the end of July.
Okay.
But he was hired the October prior, so he's a year and a half or so.
Okay.
But he's a brilliant guy. He's trained in environmental science. He's like a scientist.
Did you go to ESF?
No, he went to a really small school in Colorado.
Was it the College of Mines?
Maybe it is now. It got changed or absorbed at some point.
Okay.
But when he was out there, he was studying exclusively the environment, and
It's a great place to do it.
Oh, yeah. He loves Colorado. He had the time.
Is he a native to that?
He's from St. Louis, actually. He was a great hockey player.
Okay, that's cool.
He was on Team Missouri, and
really,
he was the first player cut off of the U.S. junior team.
No way.
And he was 5'6".
Really?
So he was a He was a player.
Yeah, that's hard. He's probably like jacked.
Yeah, he's in good shape,
Yeah.
and he's just positive energy all the time.
That's
Comes
awesome.
in, first one in, ready to go.
You love to hear about people like that.
We're very lucky to have people like that.
Yeah.
Because we inherited him.
Did you ever watch any hockey?
I did.
Did you watch the Sabres?
I did watch some of that game last night.
God, dude, they're never gonna win. Like, I take that back. They will at some point, but it was just so sad. they got so like not the furthest they've been. They've been in a Stanley Cup final, but that was in the 80s, 90s.
And then to come back and
they have some killers like Tage Thompson, Al Tuck, Zach Benson, like all those guys. Yeah, OT loss game 7 is real tough.
that is, especially when you go down 2-0,
Yeah.
fight back.
Yeah, they were clawing back the whole time.
You'd almost rather lose 5-0.
Yeah.
And
they brutalized the Canadians the game before. Was it like 8-3? Something like that. No, hockey's a weird sport because the momentum can shift so quickly. Especially like when fights are allowed. Like Olympics is kind of weird because they don't allow that, but it's such a big part of the game. Like it can turn the entire tide of the whole energy of the entire building.
absolutely. I feel like in hockey, an 8-3 game, it can be a lot closer or a lot bigger of a win than like 80-30 in a basketball game is a ridiculous blowout, however you look at it.
Yeah.
But in hockey, the goal's worth so much more.
But there's been games in the NHL where teams have come back from like 7-0. Like it's an incredibly momentous game.
Yes.
I guess is my point.
Absolutely.
Did you ever play hockey?
No, I never did. I skied in the winter growing up, and then I wound up playing CYO basketball. Got cut from the school team, and then just did CYO the whole way.
That was the league back in the day.
It was. It was fun.
Is it still around?
It is.
Yeah.
It is. The varsity coach, Coach Murphy, I believe his son just took over the varsity team, but they're still going. That was a great time.
That was one sport I never got into, and it makes sense because is it a winter sport?
Yeah.
Like the school, like the varsity plays in winter, right?
Yes.
So I never really was able to with hockey, but like my jump shot is beyond ugly.
Mine probably is too now. I haven't shot a basketball.
Dude, I like shoot from like down here and like it's just
go over your strong knee.
Yeah.
Elbow straight. Yeah.
I tried to have my buddy teach me how to shoot properly, and I was like, this just feels wrong.
You just do what feels comfortable. If you're doing it for fun,
Yeah.
just enjoy it. You're a good athlete, so you can get by.
No, yeah, I can like get up and down the court. It's just like I can't put the ball in the basket.
First team all defense.
I feel like people don't realize how hard it is to make a clean layup on a legit fast break. Like when you're running full sprint.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
I just bang it off the backboard
off
and like
the bottom of
it goes flying.
Yeah.
like no touch.
It's one of those things.
There's so much touch in basketball.
It's easy to watch on TV and say, oh, what an idiot.
You know who I have so much fun watching is LaMelo Ball.
He's a good player.
He's a good player. He's flashy, and I love that. And he like makes it work in the NBA, and he's like hilarious.
He is funny. He's a goofy
Like
guy.
his off-court antics are so funny. You see like all those like clips on Instagram of
him driving.
Yeah.
Like a crazy person. And
Yeah. So what was their story? Like his dad was kind of a pretty militant with them, but like also like understood they had like huge potential and like shaped them into what they are. And
yep, I think
they had their own TV show, right?
Yep, they did for a little while.
Yeah.
I remember 2016, maybe it was, Lonzo Ball was the oldest brother, and he was sort of a...
And he made it to the league.
Yeah.
Is he still in it?
I believe he's floating around somewhere.
Okay. Was he the one that made the that was like rapping and
Yeah. Or no, that was the middle one.
okay.
What's
One
his
of them
name?
made a banger that was like it blew up for like a minute.
I remember that. I couldn't tell if it was because people liked it or because they thought it was funny, but it was everywhere.
I mean, views and likes are views and likes.
Exactly. All publicity.
Yeah.
No, the dad, I mean, say what you want about his antics, but it worked.
No, yeah, there's a very fine line. I don't know too much about them, but it seems like he did a good job. It doesn't seem like they resent him.
No, I think they like him.
Yeah.
He's very involved in every...
Was he was a pro?
I think he played in college.
Okay.
I think that's as far... Maybe he went overseas, but he was not in the NBA, I believe.
I heard that, I didn't know this, that China actually has a really good pro league.
Yeah.
I would never think that. I feel like most people wouldn't.
All those international... If someone's paying you to play a sport...
Yeah.
It's
like
not...
people from all over will come and see what's up.
It's not Immaculate Conception CYO basketball. It's at a higher level.
Yeah, that makes me think about people like Austin Matthews on the Maple Leafs.
Yep.
He had a kind of an interesting story, like from Arizona. I don't even know how you get involved in youth hockey in Arizona. Like, maybe it's a thing now, but back when he was a kid, I doubt it.
Parents must have played.
Yeah.
Maybe dad's from somewhere
Well, he came
else.
from like a Mexican family, and like, I don't know.
Huh.
I didn't meet too many Mexicans growing up playing ice hockey, to be honest.
Yeah, I haven't heard of many either.
Yeah, but look at me, a freaking quarter Puerto Rican, quarter Korean, saying that.
It's all about... Everyone's different. Everyone sees something for the first time. It's like that.
Yeah.
It's so random and funny how...
But Austin, he went overseas when he was really young, like 10, or maybe not that young, but like early teens, and went somewhere in Europe, I think.
Huh.
And then did well enough and ended up in the NHL back here.
I'm not too familiar with this story. I've heard the name many times.
No, he's disgusting. I don't know how well he did this year, but I would say it's safe to say he's top 10 in the NHL. Like, just by how much popularity he has and like his skill set, and I guess those two. But so are you like keep up with sports a lot or not really?
I keep up heavily with college sports. Professional sports, I follow the playoffs, but other than that, not really anything.
Yeah.
But Syracuse, I follow closely. Iowa State, where I went to college, I follow that very closely as well.
Tell me about that. That had to be so cool.
It was awesome.
Like, I went to a decent sized college, but you went to a massive college.
Big school, far from home. I remember in high school, I decided I wanted to study agricultural business.
It's a good place to do it.
Yeah, I wanted to be a farmer. So we went around looking at all the different land grant schools with farming programs. And my mother's a huge planner. So
Planner?
Yeah, massive planner,
Yeah.
extremely organized, probably smartest person I know.
Really?
Everywhere we went, we had 5 or 6 meetings set up with different people in different places, and we were always lost.
This was just the polar opposite of my college search experience. I winged it. I had no clue what I was doing. I applied to like 10 different places. I also took the SATs like 5 different times.
Okay.
I wish I'd taken it once and moved on. I got like the same score on everything.
Nobody. How often do you get asked your SAT score?
Like, never, ever. Not
After
even,
senior year of high school.
I don't even remember what it was.
I don't either.
Probably just blocked it out. I have a great story about, you know, the Huntington Learning Center?
Yeah.
So I went there for my SAT prep, and I did not take it seriously. But there was a night I was at my buddy's house, and we were like all together, all the guys. And I got humbled really quick by tequila. I literally remember before I drank an entire, like, Wegmans water bottle full of it. I was like, I like don't think I can get hungover. Like I haven't ever gotten hungover yet. This is probably like 10th, 11th grade. And so I chugged the entire thing, like crushed it in my hand. I fell down my buddy's wooden stairs. I wake up with like my entire side black and blue and purple. And my mom, I'd called my mom the night before. I was like, yeah, because I had a tutor at Huntington the next morning. I was like, I'll be fine. I'll make sure to get my homework done. Don't worry about it. I'll be up, ready for you to pick me up. None of that happened. She picks me up screaming, angry. Like she had called me 5 times, and like on the 5th call, I'd finally picked up. I was like 20 minutes late for my session. I was incredibly hungover, had to throw up, and so she picks me up. I show up there like just looking like hell probably, and then I had to go in the bathroom and try to like throw up silently in between like
Run the sink.
problems. And they totally heard. I must have been loud as hell. And they heard me and like eventually called my mom and had her pick me up. They're like, we don't think your son's doing all right.
Oh, no.
And this is like the first time I got caught drinking. So she was like, Tom, what the hell happened? Don't lie to me. I was so hungover and just like broken. I didn't even try to like make up some shit.
That's one hell of a way to get caught drinking for the first time.
That was a story that was told in my family for a little bit.
I'm sure. That's funny.
Definitely not the worst of them.
So you applied 10 places,
Yeah.
roughly. Where'd you end up going?
I went to UAlbany. Yeah. And I liked it. I wish I had taken a gap year prior to going to college because I had no clue what I wanted to do. And I felt like I was just obligated to go right out of high school. And it all worked out. Like, I like where I'm at right now. But at the same time, I wish I had taken a moment or even like a few months or a year to kind of take a look inside and like see like, all right, what do I really want for myself? But then again, you know, it's like really hard to do that when you're an 18-year-old young man and like your brain's not fully developed and you're just kind of like at the top of the world, or at least some people. I felt pretty good when I was 18.
Oh, yeah. I thought I
felt
was in.
Yeah, like especially, I think that's another reason why I wanted to go to college. I was like, I'm going to party. I'm going to like get bitches.
Well, yeah, I wasn't going excited about the subject matter that I was going to study. I was there for other reasons.
Yeah, but no, it all worked out. I made one of my best friends there and many other really, really good friends. And I wouldn't change a thing. But to my kids in the future, you know, I'll make sure to tell them, like, you don't have to go down that road or even like right now, maybe eventually, but like figure out what you want first, especially with like the money investment involved, you know, like I was fortunate enough to have my college paid for, and not a lot of people can say that, but it's such a big reason why so many people are in debt these days and holds them back from other opportunities only because they were trying to better themselves by getting this degree that, you know, some people don't even know what they want to do with. Yeah.
I would say it's funny you say that because I working in construction, it's damn near impossible to find someone with general construction skills around our age. And all the old dogs are going to be retiring in the next few years. There's
such a need for the trades in general, right?
And we were all Fayetteville Manlius.
Yeah.
College or you're a failure.
Yeah.
That's no one ever said that, but that was the sentiment.
That everyone like felt that or knew that like one way or another, and it's so unfortunate because number one, that's not the reality of things in like the world, and like if you have a decent understanding of business, whether it's through YouTube or an online courses or college, I guess, and you know a trade, you can make a killing. Like these construction companies around our area, like McClurg and like those guys, like, and even the smaller names, they kill it.
Yes.
Aspinalls, like, you're talking millions and millions of dollars.
Anything breaks at your house beyond what you know how to fix,
Yeah.
it's a couple hundred just to get someone out there.
Yeah, like my parents, they have a Kohler toilet. Never, ever, ever get a one-piece toilet. Get a two-piece toilet because my parents have a one-piece Kohler toilet, and we tried to replace the seat, and there's no access from the bottom to like screw a wing nut to secure it.
Yep.
So you have to do some type of fancy like securing process. And I've been at it for the last month and a half trying to figure it out. We've had 4 different parts sent from Kohler. We've had to like get on the phone with them. Still can't figure it out. And it's probably going to cost, like, I don't know, honestly.
A new toilet, maybe.
Maybe that, but like even to get like a plumber over here, like he can just charge us for like just
Whatever he wants.
driving over, and it's just literally just like a little metal piece that he's got to. It's ridiculous.
That's the reason, the supply and demand, right?
Yeah.
Supply's low, demand's high,
Yeah.
price high.
So as far as, owning your own business and really getting to see the work that goes into that, what's some of the biggest things you've learned? Is like kind of, I'd call you an entrepreneur, right?
I like to think I at least have that mindset.
Yeah.
Generally. I'd say the biggest challenge for me is I walked into a business with 20 or so employees with no formal people management experience. I like to think at places I've been and things I've done, I've led by example, but I've never been anyone's boss.
Right. And you got to kind of, 1, earn their respect, and 2, like, understand the different ways in which each person operates.
And I think a big way to earn people's respect is show up early,
Yeah.
work hard,
Yeah.
and then also acknowledge that I don't know what they do. I didn't grow up in glass.
Yeah.
They're the experts. Mm-hmm. Acknowledging that goes a long way. And then just coming from a place of everything I do, anything I change is trying to make your lives easier, whether it's at work or outside of work.
Yeah.
I've tried to go above and beyond for employees outside of work personally when things happen. And but that's
really big. Like when you have a leader that will help you through thick and thin, like even outside of your everyday work events.
Yeah,
just know they have your back, like to a deep level like that.
I tried to. I had a younger guy. He no called, no showed for a couple days. So I showed up to his house.
Showed like what's going on.
Tried to do a wellness check, and he had slipped into some drugs, and he wound up getting arrested while I was there. I watched him
really
get arrested, and it was upsetting. So I told his mother, his younger guy, mom's still involved. He was living at home, and said, have him call me when he gets better. Or obviously, once something like that happens, it wasn't pot. It's it's tough. You're not the same, but once he's ready we can talk. I can't guarantee him a job, but I can guarantee him a conversation.
Yeah. You want to see him get better, regardless of if he continues working for you or not.
Exactly. Yeah. But on the flip side of that, you get to celebrate the wins with people, and that's extremely rewarding. Like our guy who ran that piece of equipment to get the otter glass in. We were all super nervous that day because it's a huge piece of glass breaks. And he called me as soon as he did it. He said, I fucking did it. I started crying a little. It was crazy. I was like, I'm not a crier. I was just so happy for him. And just honored to be a part of his growth. Yeah. Because that's a skill he has now.
That's amazing. You have that level of like involvedness and like passion for others that are helping support your business, you know?
That's the best part. Yeah. Of everything, really. It's people.
Mm-hmm. So I'm kind of curious, now that you said like glass breaks, which it does, what is I gotta find the right word. Like when you're doing your finances for the business, you have to take into account all those pieces that break on accident. Like, you get what I'm poking at? Like, what's that look like?
So our tracking is not super sophisticated right now. So, and our processes are not. So a piece of glass breaks, they reorder it. It's not really documented.
Really?
It comes back. Yeah, it's sort of just execution.
I feel like it totally should be.
I agree, and that's one of the things I'm working on. There's a long list and a few things ahead of that in line, but just tracking where we can become more efficient, right, and having objective values to be able to reference, and it's really important. And there's errors like once you get in a piece of tempered glass, which is baked in a furnace, and that's the stuff that your driver window is made out of. You hit it, breaks into a million pieces. It's safer than traditional glass, which can cut your arm off.
I got another really dumb story of mine to tell you about, but continue first.
Yeah, if you order it the wrong size, it's useless because you can't cut it.
Like you can't even resell or anything?
Unless you come across the exact same size opening.
Oh my God. And how precise are these measurements for these?
For the glass, we're down to 16th of an inch. 32nd would be, most people are within that. Yeah. So it's tight, and if it doesn't fit, it doesn't fit.
Damn. So it's all custom?
Yeah, the vast majority.
Wow.
Doors will...
You can't even like cut them again to repurpose?
So not tempered, because if you look at tempered the wrong way, it'll explode like your... But laminated glass is like your windshield. I don't know if you've ever had a cracked windshield.
The whole thing.
Where it spiders, but it stays together.
All right.
So it's got a layer of film. You can cut that.
Do you go to like conferences that like show you like the making process and like all this stuff? Like, because like even just from what you're saying here, I can tell it gets like deep. You know?
It gets, and if I talk to someone that knows about glass, they're over my head in 5 seconds. But I went to one conference in Louisville, but that was more so for the installation of glass, which is what we do. Yeah. So we buy in our glass from people who make it. There's a company in Syracuse Glass, and there's a company in Geneva that sells.
So you guys are more on the distributor level
as far as glass goes, and then we value add on the aluminum by fabricating it. Okay. And then we value add on the glass.
And the aluminum is what helps frame the glass?
Exactly, yeah. So that's most of the, if you go to the doctor's office, that's sort of what we do. The gray, black door, whatever it is, and all the glass around it.
Right.
We do mostly commercial projects.
Okay. That's cool stuff, man.
What was your story? Was it about glass?
You know Dan Burnham?
Yeah.
He was picking me and Dono up from a party that we were at, and we were drinking. We weren't like blacked out drunk, but we were tuned up a little bit. And I was in the front seat. I don't know why I was doing this. I was just like sitting up like this with my feet on the glass, just like pressing into it, just like kind of like a little more and then a little more. And I didn't think anything would happen because, like, I don't know, I thought the glass was stronger. And I pushed a little too hard, and it just goes. And Dan looks at me. He's like,
Whose car
"Are
was it?
you fucking kidding?"
His car?
It was his mom's car that
Oh.
she let him borrow to pick us up.
That's worse.
And so I had to like pay however many hundreds of dollars to Safelite to come and replace it. And like he 100% told his parents that I did it, doing that dumb shit for no reason. Like, why was I doing that other than just like drunk and like naive that it wouldn't break?
It should be pretty strong. You must have been pushing harder than you thought.
Yeah, 100%. But that was like one of the most angry I have ever seen him at me. Like he was appalled that I had done something as dumb as that.
He's probably pushing some of the pain he was going to get from his mom onto you ahead of the time.
And then Donna was in the back when Dan was freaking out. He's like, "I'm scared." It was funny.
That is funny.
Oh yeah. Speaking of Dono, I want to go down to Austin, Texas really bad. I've never been to Texas. Have you?
No, I've not.
I've heard really good things. I heard it's getting a little yuppie down there with all the Californians. Sorry, guys. I don't think there's any Californians watching. But, no, yeah, I want to, Kill Tony, the show?
That's the first thing that comes to mind when I hear Austin,
I want to
Texas.
go there.
That and barbecue.
Do not sit in the front row, though. You will get made fun of.
Oh, for sure. It's so funny.
I always wonder, like, how I would react if, like, that was me, like, in the crowd. Like, do you just, like, kind of smirk and, like, shake it off? Or do you, like, try and jab back at them? Or, like...
No, don't do that.
I feel like you're going to get roasted.
Yeah. You got to, if you're going...
Like, even if you're a quick thinker or, like, you can talk shit, like, the fact that there's so many cameras around and, like, all these... It's, like, a huge show that's, like, millions of people watch. Like, you never know how you're gonna like actually be able to think in a time like that.
No, and they're very quick, and even if somehow you are quicker than Tony Hinchcliffe, I know I'm not.
He is the quickest roaster of all time.
He's brilliant, but it's all slanted his way anyway.
Yeah,
because the whole crowd's there to see him.
Yeah.
So if you're not perfect, they're all gonna turn on you too.
There are those few times where he'll roast like a person that's doing the stand-up, and like they'll come back with some really fire stuff, and you're like, oh shit, he might make it out alive.
You gotta say something so ridiculous and out of pocket.
Yeah.
You gotta catch him and everyone off guard, and then you might. But that is such a good show.
Do you have a favorite comedian that's gotten famous off the show, like Cam Patterson or anyone
off
like
the
that?
show? Cam Patterson's good. I think Timmy No Breaks is funny, but I don't know. That gets
Who's
old.
the
at
redhead
some
that
point.
always yells?
Oh,
William something?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, the bald guy or balding. It's not David Lucas.
I'm like iffy on him.
It's William Montgomery.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's sort of his whole, and it's the same thing with Timmy No Breaks. It's funny, but if you
He kind of like wears it out a little bit.
yeah. No, it's favorite from the show. That's tough. I'd say favorite comedian is Matt McCusker, probably.
That name's ringing a bell. I can't picture his face.
He does the podcast
Pull
with Shane
the picture
Gillis.
real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shane Gillis. Oh my God.
He's funny.
Did you see this? I don't know what segment it was part of, but it was him like he's a cop and he has his friends over for like a game night, and then he like is like, all right, I'm gonna go to bed, like see you guys later, and his wife is still down there with all the friends, and he's like comes down, he's sleepwalking, and he has his gun out.
No, I've not seen that.
And everyone's just like, oh, he's just playing around, and then he's like,
Oh, it's not loading. Oh, I don't think I'm on your Wi-Fi. But yeah, super funny.
You don't have cellular?
I got one bar.
Oh, you must have Verizon.
I'm on Spectrum right now.
Oh, okay. How's their service?
I haven't noticed any difference.
That wasn't disparaging to Verizon. That was just because my dad has Verizon. The rest of my family has AT&T, and he never has service here.
Really?
Yeah.
We had to, Bontom was with Verizon, and we had to leave them.
Why? Just too expensive?
They're very expensive, and then they would shut down our lines
What?
randomly. And as a business, you can't.
No.
It's a horrible look.
That's not really affordable.
It was $450 a month for 3 lines, and they would randomly shut us off.
What the hell?
Yeah, so we went to AT&T.
Okay.
Business owners, they're great.
All right.
That's
what I have. I switched to Sprint for a little bit, which was also very good. And then, if you can stay on your family's plan, stay on it.
Milk that cow.
Yeah, because I went to Sprint when I was in Denver. I switched to Sprint because I was like, oh, I'm gonna be mature and like have my own shit. And I did it, and it was not worth it. And I also sold my phone that I paid off back to Apple for like $200 it was an iPhone 13 Pro. It had like a really nice camera still. I should have just kept it for like content.
Oh yeah.
But you can buy unlocked iPhone Pros for like a couple hundred.
Yeah, definitely.
But still, it wasn't worth the 200 I traded it in for. But anyway, where was I going with this?
What were we talking about? Comedians, phone services, Sprint. You got off your parents.
Oh yeah, never get off your family.
Yes.
Like even if you like pay them like for it, like just stay on it as long as you can until you have your own family, because why do they make it so much? Why is there such a gap between the family plan and an individual?
Volume maybe, but
it's like not even like reasonable.
no, I know.
You know?
I don't understand phone companies.
They make a killing.
They do.
You know what I just looked up was how a phone call is actually made. It was kind of interesting.
How does it work?
In a nutshell, sound waves get converted into electromagnetic waves and then back into sound waves when it hits the other phone.
And then it hits something out there or up there. Or is it a tower?
It honestly didn't talk about like the towers. It just talked about your voice going into a microphone that like interprets the sound waves and like gets bent in a certain way, and then those get converted into electromagnetic waves, and then I'm sure those electromagnetic waves get sent to a tower or some type of receiving device and then to the thing, but it travels at the speed of light. So that's how you can talk to someone across the entire globe in a matter of like nothing.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it was pretty interesting. I didn't do a great job explaining, but you kind of get the gist.
Yeah.
You know?
No, I was driving the other day and I thought about that, and then I got freaked out. So I just.
That's another thing that I've been trying to be better about is like if I'm wondering something, just look it up, like YouTube it. Like it takes 3.5 seconds to type something and look it up. Like we literally have so much information at our fingertips. Why would you not just learn more about something you're genuinely curious about?
Absolutely. Or
like a word you haven't heard before. I used to do it all the time, and I kind of got out of the habit, but I'm starting to do it again. But yeah, there's a lot of shit to know.
More than we'll ever know.
Yeah. What are you most curious about at this point in your life? It could be anything.
That's a great question. Guess I would say glass would be the boring answer because I need to better understand what exactly we do. But people have always really interested me. Different personality types.
Yeah.
Different things that make different types of people click.
Yeah.
Just learning. I'd
Different
love
cultures, different languages, different cuisines.
There's so much,
Yeah.
and it's really a way to, if you can understand people and do well with people, everything else sort of falls in place as long as you're doing what makes you happy and you want to be doing. And
I think there's a lot of different things that make people tick, but at the end of the day, I had this thought on the golf course yesterday. I remember it very specifically. At the end of the day, it's all about energy. Like, this universe is energy. So, like, whether it's an inanimate object or us, you know, everything translates into energy. Like, the food I ate is giving me the energy to create sound waves that you're receiving, and then you're interpreting them, and then your brain receiving them and internalizing them and thinking about them is also giving off energy that goes somewhere else. You know, it's like never ending.
Yeah, it's just an infinite loop.
Yeah.
No, I think energy and purpose. People they want to feel, I think that's why religion's popular.
Yeah.
People want to feel like they're a part of something bigger than themselves. And that's something I'm trying to accomplish with the business, but you can, at any level, you can get there. It's purpose.
And I think those that feel stagnant or like depressed or anxious, like they lack that, you know? Like when I've felt my most depressed or anxious, it's because I like had no clue where I wanted to be or go, you know?
I've been there.
Yeah. But
what got you out of it?
I love to talk about this shit. What got me out of it was firstly taking care of my physical health and mental health at the same time. So whether that was going on a walk every day, spending time with my dogs, lifting weights. I think even if you're not lifting weights, like you should like do some type of thing that like uses your muscles, you know. Eating healthy, drinking mostly just water. Not that I do that all the time. Having genuine connections and interactions with people. Meditating, whether that's, you know, praying formally in church or literally meditating or playing an instrument or listening to music, whatever form of meditation you want to say, that's huge. Having a daily routine and practice that implements all of that so you don't even have to think about it. You're like, this is just what I do. Like, there's no question about it. And then having goals that you want to reach and like working towards a certain thing every day. And the last thing I'll say is being grateful for like everything you have, because it's oddly easy to not be grateful for like we are both two young men that have 4 working limbs and working eyes and ears, and we can eat food normally, and like just like that, not everyone has that, and like you forget that so easily. So all those things help me a lot, you know?
Absolutely. And for me, it's sort of the same. I think walking's great for mental and physical health. Just blood pumping.
Yeah.
Not really doing anything in particular, but it allows you to think. Sort of like driving, but you're getting exercise too.
Yeah.
And then
it's weird though, because there'll be times where I'm walking and I'll feel like in a flow state, and like I'll be so present and like it'll be awesome. And there are other times where I'm walking and like I can't stop thinking about this and that and the next, and like I'll have my phone on me and it'll be buzzing, and like there's 2 very different modes I'm in when I'm walking, but regardless, like it's good for you either way.
I think your body sort of does what it needs to do on your, you know, whether you need to just be present or whether you feel like you might be something almost subconscious there.
Yeah. That's another thing I would teach my future kids, or I'm going to, is being present and like just kind of observing your surroundings. Like whenever I feel my mind racing on my walks, I'll just be like, all right, what do the trees look like? What does the wind sound like? What does the air smell like? And that'll like kind of slowly transition me to that like present state of being, you know?
Yes. Absolutely.
It's important.
We're interesting creatures.
Like, why don't they teach that in elementary and middle school, bro? I get that, like, we have physical education, which is awesome, but, like, it's more of a punishment to most kids, I feel like.
Yeah, to a lot.
At least when you reach, like, high school, you know?
You having to get sweaty before going to biology.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I forgot about that. Like, you just go outside and get nasty, and then there's no... Like, you'd be an absolute weirdo if you showered.
Yeah, nobody showered.
After gym.
Nobody showered.
No, yeah. I don't even think there would be time for that. You have like, 5 minutes between bells?
Yeah, if that.
Yeah.
And they would always hold you long.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
No, I think overall I had a very, very good experience growing up here in Fayetteville. There were certain things I would have changed. I was talking about this with a different guest on the pod, but I was like, why do they not have us prioritize going outside for a period after 5th grade? Like, why is 6th grade we're like, all right, you're staying inside all day? You know? That never made sense to me.
Maybe they think you're more capable of learning more, but I probably learned.
You're going to learn more if you have time to decompress and go outside and, like, just breathe fresh air.
I would agree.
You know?
I think maybe in their mind that's when it's supposed to get serious.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's the train of thought I think that they have.
Led us there. I think it is. It's important to be able to. We learn. I think I probably learned the most when I was a little kid. Think about all you learn, whether you know it or not, between when you're born and when you're 1.
Yeah, it's like your most impressionable time.
Absolutely. And yeah, that's a good point. That would have been nice. Recess in high school.
Yeah, I mean,
they'd get us out there for gym every now and then.
But like I feel like no one wanted to be out there, you know?
No. There were a few good outdoor.
You know who I just saw at Craftsman the other day was Mr. Wood.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
That guy's the best.
No, he's cool.
He was always.
I think he played lax at Penn State too.
Yeah.
He's like a stud.
Yeah, he coached me in 8th grade, and then I think freshman year, him and Ertl moved up. But he was a great man. Yeah. Very fair.
Yeah.
Very level-headed. Good leader.
Yeah. For sure.
Did you talk to him?
Yeah, I did. He really doesn't look that much older too. Like 8 years later.
Yeah.
How long have we been out of high school? Like kind of
8 years for me. 18.
9 years. That's crazy.
Getting old.
How are we doing on time?
2:25.
Do you have to leave at 3 or be
leave
back
at
by
3?
3? Okay, cool.
Leave at 3, but
cool. What you got going on this summer?
Oh man, I'm getting married June 6th.
Oh yeah.
So that's 2 weeks from Saturday.
Is that that's got to be a crazier thought than us being out of high school for 8 years, huh?
Yeah. Yes, they sort of go to me hand in hand. I just thought I'd get married later on.
But I thought that. I'm on par for that.
You stumble upon the right person by chance. And
I'm not going to like sabotage my relationship if that like were to happen. But like for me, that's just not my case. But like for you, it is.
Yeah, it's just we're a collection of experiences and choices.
We're all on different timelines. I think that's something that would be so helpful for people to really not. It's one thing to like acknowledge it, but it's another thing to like believe in it, you know, like that we're all on different timelines.
It's very real.
Like someone that feels behind in life, they can have anyone tell them that, but like unless they actually believe it, they'll still feel like bad for themselves, you know?
I think that's what it all ties back to being present. Like you said,
Yeah.
there's no behind.
Yeah.
It's just different.
Yeah.
And I think there's a lot of that goes on, maybe more so in communities like Fayetteville, where we've got the hierarchy of needs of food, shelter taken care of. We get to compare because we have less to worry about.
There's definitely very high expectations of children and youth that are products of FM.
Yes.
And I get it. And I kind of like that mentality because, like, you know, you want to strive for success and good things. And a lot of it, I feel like, comes from the reputation of the school system here, which is, you know, very good. But at the same time, it's like almost overwhelming for some people.
It is. And it's the success, like FM, they're graded by number of kids that go to college and testing scores, which are both great.
Yeah.
But being good at school doesn't mean success. I think success is being the best you can be at whatever it is you want to do. Yeah. It's not money in the bank or degrees or...
And like we were saying, like they're very one-track minded when it comes to like what your future should be. It's like not a whole lot of talk about like going into trades or like...
BOCES is generally frowned upon.
Yeah.
I think that's a great... BOCES is a great thing.
Yeah. I feel like there also wasn't a whole lot of like entrepreneurial centered or like emphasis throughout our school system. It was like go get a job working for someone, you know.
I think the only bit of entrepreneurial advice or insight I got was in Mr. Gangloff's class.
I was gonna say Gangloff, yeah.
And he would it would be marketing or personal finance. I think he just thinks that way.
Yeah.
And so it trickled into the class, and I loved that.
I wish I got to know him better. I just kind of like sat in the back of his class and like half paid attention. I liked him as a teacher and as a person, but I never really like... The only things I remember learning in that class were like stuff about the stock market, like the big three, you know, stocks, S&P, Dow, and what was the last one? NASDAQ. I remember... That's like really all I remember learning.
He's great. He coached me in volleyball,
okay.
so I got to know him.
Yeah.
When I did a grilled cheese store senior year of high school, so you were gone, but
what is it?
I started making and selling grilled cheeses.
Nice.
And so he bought grilled cheese for me a couple times. I'd deliver it.
You'd sell it throughout the school or just like outside of school?
Outside of school. So one day in physics, me, Will Godheld, and Joel Farella.
Yeah.
I was good at making grilled cheese for whatever reason. I worked in a restaurant. They made us make our own lunch. That's what I made.
You got to tell me how you made it.
It was nothing special, really. I figured out I'd make them as cheap as possible so I could sell them for as cheap as possible. Yeah. So it's 2 slices of white bread, butter on each side.
White bread, what brand?
Cheapest. Tops brand was the cheapest, $1 for a loaf.
All right. And then
2 Kraft singles.
Kraft singles. I feel like the Tops singles are cheaper.
I think that's probably what I did then. And I was able to make a grilled cheese for $0.25.
Really?
I couldn't do that now, but I would sell them for $2. So I would take orders for lacrosse games. I'd make 60 to 100 grilled cheeses.
Really?
And bring them out.
So you'd make like 120, 140 bucks?
Which was nice for me in high school. It was all cash, and I don't think the boosters...
Did you do Venmo back then?
No, it was cash only. Cash? I don't think I had Venmo at that point. We're old.
Is my Venmo picture's a picture of Travis Scott. And I don't know why I remember this. I think I found it in the middle of Spanish class in high school and like set that picture.
Okay.
That's such a weird memory to keep.
It's funny how what our brains hang on to.
But no, that's a good little hustle there.
It was fun. But
How did you make them? You pre-made them like at your house or like?
my house or Joel Farella's house, and then I had a few people who would deliver them for me. Jack Shanley, Kyle Gilroy were some of my delivery drivers, and
Nice.
me. But it was really just for fun, and I had a lot of fun doing it.
Yeah. No, that's what being an entrepreneur is all about. Just like seeing a need and not really overthinking the way you're gonna do it. Just like making it happen one way or another and seeing how it goes.
It's funny. It was Will Gotthelp was the one who insisted I do it.
Really?
The first day, I was like, "That was stupid," and he posted me on his Snapchat story. He said, "Phil's selling grilled cheese today,"
Yeah.
and so I did. And it was, I think at first people thought it was funny, which it was. It was really funny because I said, "Okay, well, do it out of Joel's house."
Yeah.
I'm just there cooking grilled cheese when his mom comes home, and then people started to like it, and yeah, I did grilled mac and cheese. Got creative with it. And then went to college and started doing it in the dorm and got shut down. But
Oh, really?
yeah,
Why'd they shut it down?
there's this girl. She didn't really like me, and she
Get out of spite.
yeah, she said she's gluten free, and my roommate offered her one, and she felt threatened because it was gluten.
Felt threatened.
She was our floor president. She brought it to like the whole dorm meeting.
Oh my God.
Our RA came over, just like, "Do you want to deal with this?" I was like, "No, I'll just stop. I don't care."
That's so dumb.
But it was the time I would have been able to make the most money off of it was the time I was drinking the most, which is the time I should not be making grilled cheese on hot surfaces.
Yeah, I've always thought about, because I love to make that like egg sandwich I had earlier. I feel like I'm a pro at this point. Like I have it down to a science. I can make it in like 3 minutes flat from like
What you just ate up there?
yeah, like frozen English muffin, frozen patty, raw eggs, avocado uncut. I could make it like 3 minutes flat.
And you'd slice the avocado.
Yeah.
Jeez.
But yeah, I've made so many, and my friends have tried them and they loved them. I was like, I should like sell these out of like a food truck or something. So I've always thought about that. So maybe if I like hit the big time in real estate and have some time to kill, you know, like I could start a little food truck where like in any city.
It would be so nice to do something like that and not have to worry about making a living.
Yeah.
Because you know it's a hard living if you need it to make a living.
Yeah, 100%.
But stuff like that you're passionate about, you love to do it clearly.
Yeah.
You enjoy it. I'm sure if you...
I love seeing people enjoy like that little creation that I've like made so many times. You
so
know?
rewarding.
Yeah.
Cooking for others.
Yeah.
The way to show love and...
Yeah. I couldn't have said it better. Cooking your food is like, I think I like it more than sex. I'm not even kidding.
The right food.
Yeah. I'm not even joking a little bit.
What's your favorite food?
I think either Korean, authentic Korean cooking, or I honestly like any Asian, but probably like Korean would win over everything else. Or I really love Italian.
Yeah, Italians.
It's hard to beat. Like I'm a huge carb lover, and they are just all about their carbs.
They don't mess around with those.
No. I wish I knew how to make like a good sauce though. I've never really tried.
What kind of sauce would you make, or what would you go for?
Like just like a marinara, you know.
I'm not a red sauce.
What?
I'm not an expert on red sauce.
What do you know how to make?
I like blue cheese.
Okay.
Any cheese sauce I love to make.
What about vodka?
Vodka sauce I have done. My fiance does a much nicer.
Oh, so you got to tell me about your setup over. So for some context, folks, Phil here, he bought my grandparents' old house right here in Fayetteville, and I'm just really curious what you've kind of changed and like if it looks the same or what's up with it.
I think it would look pretty similar to you. We haven't changed much. It's we ripped up when you come in through the garage.
What's the style of the house called?
That's a great question.
Because it's not a ranch, it's not a Cape Cod, it's not a colonial.
Yeah, it's like a
Contemporary.
yeah, maybe. It's a really cool house they built.
Yeah, it's the upstairs totally feels like a ranch, I would say.
Yeah.
And then it has the downstairs a little bit.
Just like a whole nother house.
Split level? No.
Yeah, it could. There's like we could rent out the basement to someone. There's
Yeah.
a kitchen.
It got a kitchen.
Bathroom.
Does the stove and all that work?
Yeah.
It does?
And it's so cool.
I'm so surprised.
It's an older stove.
You could throw some sick parties there.
Yeah. And I'm sure they did.
I know my mom's siblings she told me a story about when they threw one and then like my grandparents came home early and like just like screamed at me.
I took my parents because they live right up the road. When we first looked at it, they came along and my dad's like, "Oh, there were some parties thrown in this house."
Yeah.
He's saying the downstairs is probably like a food prep kitchen almost.
Yeah, yeah. They always had like the most stale Diet Cokes in there. I don't know why I remember this. Like I did not think soda could expire, but it really can.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Have you had a bad soda before?
Not like rotten, but they get flat.
Yeah, and they lose like all their flavor and it's like disgusting.
But that's a long time to hang on to.
No, they were I love them, but they did not like to waste food, so they would hang on to stuff like till it was like clearly not supposed to be consumed.
It's tough to blame them.
Yeah. There's different times back in the day. But no, yeah, they actually used to have a place down in Long Island in the Hamptons.
Oh, no way.
I kind of wish they hung on to that. I never really appreciated it when I was younger because like I just didn't know like how sick it was to have that. But now that I have tons of friends from college down there and I'm always going down, like I'm going this weekend.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I wish they still had it. It'd be so fun to just have all my friends from that area out there.
It's great to have places to go.
At least we still have the Skinny Atlas place, you know?
That's a beautiful area.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
Where are they in Skinny Atlas?
They are like 3 miles down on East Lake.
Okay. Oh, I love that road.
Yeah. You know Rickard Road?
Yep.
It's literally right across from there.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful area.
Yeah.
There'll be, like you said, at least you got a spot in Skinny Atlas.
Yeah. That's where my older sister is getting married this summer.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, so they'll do the service at our church here in Fayetteville, and then the rest out at the lake house.
Where are people staying? Is it in Auburn, or are they coming back to Syracuse for the night?
So the neighbors actually have, I don't know if it's like guest housing or rentals or what, but I think my mom's asking if they can like borrow it for the time.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty slick.
Yeah. But it's going to be a small wedding, so there's not really too many people to house.
That's nice. How many?
Let me take a quick bathroom break.
Actually, I'm right with you. Wedding gifts. I guess you don't get them at the wedding now. When people like order and pay for them, they get shipped to you. There's, which I'm.
Wait, you're getting wedding gifts already?
Yeah.
What?
Through, I guess we did our registry, and I was pretty hands off with all of that. Mm-hmm. Most wedding things, I sort of let her run with it, and if she needed any support, obviously I was there. But she did the registry through Zola, which is like where our wedding
Zola?
website is housed.
Okay.
And I guess when people buy something off of the registry, they ought. That was a good one.
I wonder if the mic picked that up.
It had to have.
I've been getting some gnarly neck cracks.
You're on fire.
That can't be healthy.
But yeah, they ship it right to your house as soon as someone buys it.
Really?
Yeah, so and we're lucky to have so many generous people in our life.
Yeah.
I don't want to sound like I'm complaining, but it's a lot of boxes.
Yeah.
A lot of just trying to stay on top of it.
Mm-hmm. That's got to be exciting.
Very, yeah.
It's next month.
Yeah, it's 2 weeks from Saturday.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it snuck up.
Are you nervous?
A little bit, yeah. As far as, not about the marriage, about the wedding. I'm excited about the marriage.
Yeah.
Got no questions there, but
Just like, I don't know. I feel like it's very natural to be nervous about your wedding day, even if like you're not, even if like you're like, yeah, this is the one. Like I have no doubts about it. Just like something about the energy that comes along with a wedding, like especially on the bride side too.
yes.
Because you're just wearing like a tux, you know, like she's got this huge dress that like, and then like their makeup and their hair and like.
They've got a lot more to worry about.
Yeah.
And for me, it's being
there on time and having the ring and having your best man not lose the ring.
It's a layup.
That's the only. I was a best man for a wedding last August, and I was so terrified I was gonna lose the ring in like the 15 minutes I had it in my hand.
Because that's pretty high stakes right there. Obviously, the odds of you losing the ring are pretty low, but if you did,
you'd never live it down, and you'd have to pay however much it was.
But yeah, it's the center of attention thing. And obviously, I'm number 2 at best that day, but just having that many eyes on me, I'm not a huge
like attention.
I don't like being the center of attention or even close, really. I like to sort of
lay low.
Yeah, I like to be somewhere or someone people can come to and talk to, but I'm not a huge speech guy or
Yeah.
But
that was something I was so nervous about. To be honest, I just like drank enough to where I was like, all right, whatever, let's do this. But I was the best man and I had to give a speech and I killed it.
Good.
Like I went full MC mode, like, how we doing? Like,
work the crowd.
Yeah. And I feel like my cadence was good and all that. It worked out, but I was so incredibly nervous for that. Like the entire trip, I was there for like a week. It was out in Denver. The entire trip, that's like, it was in the back of my mind the whole time. I was like, I just want to get this over with so I can chill. But that was a very interesting bachelor party that we did. It was not your typical. We went to the mountains because the wedding was in the mountains.
Okay.
And it was like this reservoir in this campsite. And we like kayaked and canoed and just floated around. Took some shrooms. Took a lot of shrooms. Too many. Nobody tweaked out, but like there was we were feeling them. And by the end of the night, we were all just kind of vibing out, just listening to music around the campfire, just making like, hot dogs and s'mores and stuff. It was a really good time. But like your typical bachelor parties, like go to Vegas or like Jersey City or wherever and like go crazy. And it wasn't really like that, but it was definitely more my vibe. Just kind of being in nature and drinking some beers with the boys.
Absolutely.
And like honest, I really didn't know any of the guys that were part of the groomsmen. But we got very, very close, like very quick, and like I'd consider them like my homies, even though like I don't see them a lot, like just very wholesome people I was around, and it was good vibes. Yeah.
I feel like generally if everyone's good friends with the groom, they'll tend to get along.
As far as the guys go, maybe not the girls.
Yes, that's a whole. We don't have enough time to get into that.
No, yeah, guys.
Nor I don't know what goes on really.
I feel like girls. I don't know. It's really just person to person. I don't think it's like a gender thing.
I agree, but I had a similar experience. I think half my wedding parties from Iowa, half are from New York, and we all went to Kansas City.
Nice.
And it was pretty
How'd you
quick.
end up on Kansas City?
It was the Big 12 basketball tournament is held there every year. So we went in the middle of March.
Nice.
A couple months ago, and it was great.
That's cool.
It wasn't the Vegas drink the whole time either. It was which we drank, but and we put in our beers, but it was nice to have sort of something to revolve the trip around in the basketball tournament.
Yeah, one of my friends, he did his the Waste Management Open, or it was Ryan Chichi.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
That's a fun one.
Yeah.
Were you there?
I wasn't there. Yeah, what the fuck, right? No. No, but it looked cool. I gotta start going to more. I went to the U.S. Open in L.A. because I was helping like run the food and beverage.
Really?
So I got to watch some really good pro golf there. But the only other event I've been to is when they had something at Turning Stone. Yeah, that was. I think I saw Tiger, and it was like 2009, 2010. It was like good years to see him.
Prime.
But yeah, I want to get out to more events, and Waste Management is definitely one that I want to go to. It's like a freaking frat party on the 16th hole.
I've heard it gets crazy. Two of my sisters just graduated from University of Arizona.
No way.
And they went
Are they
this year.
twins?
No, one did a gap year after high school because she graduated in 2020. So she took a year and then got her master's. The other was 2 years behind her. Just graduated with her bachelor's.
Nice.
But I was out there.
They both went there though?
Yeah.
Was that like something they like devised together, or they just both like?
I think so I'm the oldest of 6 kids. We had
Really?
Not we. My parents had 6 of us in 8 years. And
wow.
So we were all pretty close, and we wound up.
And you're the oldest?
Yeah. We wound up touring colleges sort of together. Just because if you're in 8th grade, it's not a bad thing to start thinking about it.
Yeah.
And seeing it. And so I think the younger one also fell in love with the school around the same time. And
I should have done stuff like that. I didn't visit anywhere. Like literally not one college. I don't know. I was very focused on sports, and like I always thought I would go to college for sports, but I was just like, I had the talent and the skill. I just like wasn't focused enough. So I don't know.
I had none of the 3.
I guess I had visited colleges, but it was through tournaments that I was playing in. It wasn't like academic visits, you know.
You saw campuses.
Yeah.
What was your favorite campus you've been on?
Good question. BU is really cool. That was through visiting my sister or dropping her off at BU. I mean, I can't even remember. I know I've been to Towson, obviously Albany. Albany's okay. Cortland. I've probably been to more, but I'm blanking. But Boston in general is really cool. BU's campus is really cool.
That's a great city.
Yeah. Wait, Chris lives there, doesn't he?
He does.
You go visit him?
Not as much as I should, but I've been out there a couple times. And a lot of kids from
What
here.
motivated him to move there, you know?
I think job opportunity and
Oh.
yeah,
Is he still playing guitar?
yeah.
I gotta jam with him sometime.
You should.
I gotta show you my drum set back there.
Absolutely. Yeah. He's gotten really good, and he's a very talented songwriter.
Oh, he's writing his own songs?
Yeah.
Wow.
He's got some good ones. He fell in love with Morgan Wallen.
Yeah. No, that's good stuff. So he's Hannah's brother?
He is
cousin.
Hannah's cousin. Okay. So their parents, there were 5 Perry boys from Chittenango.
Yeah.
And the furthest one from here is Buffalo. Everyone else is within 20 minutes of each other. Mm. So there's Nick, which is one.
Nick, Mike.
Yep, Nick, Mike, and Elizabeth, Kelly. And then Hannah's family, Chris's family, and then their Uncle Ted has younger children around here. Mm. That would have been fun, growing up with all my cousins in school, right. About the same age.
Exactly. Chris was a Fayetteville kid, right?
Yeah. Yeah, he lives in the heart of Fayetteville.
Mm-hmm. Great family.
They really are. I'm a lucky guy.
Yeah. What else, man? I think we covered a lot.
I think, yeah, we covered a lot of ground. Sort of.
What's our time? It's probably close to 3.
Yeah, that's a good question. It is, 2:57.
All right, let's wrap it up here.
All right.
Well, any last comments, thoughts for the people?
I guess what I tell myself every day, 2 things is, 1, be the person your dog thinks you are.
I like that.
And 2,
I really like that.
Just try to be kind to people. Every interaction you have, the goal is to make the other person feel warm.
Yeah.
I guess that's sort of.
I say you do a very good job of that, brother.
Well, thank you. You too.
Yeah, thank you. I try to be. There's too many jerks in the world.
Yeah.
But I think there's just as many good people, you know?
I would agree. Yeah. I think a lot of the people that appear jerks are good people that are either going through something or have been beat up enough to become that. And people can change. And
what's the saying? You either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
Yep.
Where's that from? Didn't they say that in Batman with Two-Face?
Maybe that's it. That sounds right.
Yeah.
Some movie.
Yeah. Anyway.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks for joining us, all you out there.
Be good.
We'll be back soon. Peace.